Video's a lot of fun. There's definitely a couple laughs in it, but notice it gets a little serious when you see where they parked the plane. And there's something nice and juicy and funny from Pompeo at the end.
Advantage in life, in business, and in wartime goes to the competitor that does not flinch and does not broadcast his game plan.
You don't need to read lips to know how this conversation is going. This is Joe about to leave his hometown to Washington on his very special day. Watch his body language. Not seeming too happy, kind of got the mopey, what are we going to do next look. But the proof that this conversation went very badly is when he gets to the top of the stairs, I injected what I think we'll all agree, we believe that Joe said to the military guy at the bottom of the steps. Finishing the conversation here. Wave to the people.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man.
we all know that's what he said. Here he is this week. He just posted this. Just released. Joe is celebrating 2 weeks in office. And here he is waving to the crowd on a rental plane. Still not on Air Force One. Come on, Joe. Kind of getting weird. Let's take a look. Okay, here's Joe's rental plane, which would never in the history of time be allowed to happen for a man in his position to rent an airplane. Why? Imagine the things that can go wrong. Now, here is the airplane he's not allowed to get on. Why would the Air Force not let him on? Because old Joe is president of the United Basements. In my opinion, this man is not recognized as the position holder in which they tell us he has. Now watch as he passes by what does not look like Air Force One, but would be if he got on it. And maybe Air Force One belonged to the previous job holder, and he doesn't have to let it go till noon, you would guess. But as I remember, the person who had his job before him paid to have his own plane made. I don't know if that happened, but I know he said he wanted to do that back in 2015. And then here he is passing a second military Air Force passenger plane that he could have easily used. You get a free ride. You definitely get a free ride to the White Building in Washington when you get this job. As soon as you wake up in the morning, you're an important guy, and they make sure you get to where you're going. Here's the biggest problem of all. They're about to park this jet directly next to another plane. This is the only version of Joe's landing that shows all the planes on the ground, but they cut this one out. And the reason they cut it out is because it is from the Republic of China. And Joe's about to park right next to it, which would indicate to me that he's probably friends with the guys on the plane next to it. At any time in history, would they ever let the POTUS-to-be park his rental plane next to another rental plane from an aggressive country? No. Now, you have to watch quick because they try and hide it, but watch the tail. See the tail of that? Airplanes in the air that carry the lotus flower are from CHINA. So why the F is he parking his plane next to a CHINA? That would never happen with the guy who had his job previously or the 44 guys who had that job before that. It would never happen. Now, this is for funsies. Remember when this Joe guy said that you can't say CHINA? I gotta say it weird. Flu if you worked for the government.
Jobs were lost as a result of the Wuhan virus.
Boy, you guys are liking these. I like these too. They say so much with no words. Link below.
Wu flu, that's funny. Well, what do we think? What does it all mean? Is it all trickery and illusion on the presenter's part, or is it trickery and illusion on the El Presidente part? Will the world ever know? God bless. And go be a blessing to someone else.